Me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Stephen. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
The forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Stephen, what is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today.
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.
Flashback. If someone says that more money may create more problems for us who don't have a lot of money, we said, nah, that'll never be me. And when we look at
You are listening to Be Exposed.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
Hey, this is True Indeed.
And this is Femi the Dry Fish.
And you're listening to
Shots and Shenanigans
on BeExposedRadio.com. Yeah!
Boy!
Good evening, everyone. This is True Indeed. And that's it, man.
Oh, you're not doing the whole thing no more?
I don't have a whole thing. You got a whole thing.
Yo, this is... Now you got me feeling guilty about doing my thing now.
Yo, go do your thing.
Yo, this is... I forgot what
the black licorice pop.
This is it's the licorice flavored lyricist, the out of water experience with the best smile in the business, Femi the Dry Fish, and you are listening to Shots and Shenanigans with your host, Femi the Dry Fish.
What you just said. Look, man.
So I gotta be redundant. That's how I live.
Right. This is Be Exposed Radio. Why don't you give them the call, the text? Start right off at the top of the show.
Definitely. If you want to call in, please dial 410-702-5657. If you want to text in, text 443-642-9403. And if you want to email, as a matter of fact, are we serious about the email life?
Just give them the info, man.
All right, info at BeExposedRadio.com.
Trying to email. So we got a bunch of people in the studio right now. People I know, people I don't know. Why don't we start off with, what are you guys doing? You know we on camera. You pointing out everything. Look, so we're going to start with John, one of our Occupied crew. What up, John?
What's going on?
There you go. So what's going on, John?
Nothing much. Just chilling.
We're supposed to have you on last week, so glad you're in the place this week. Everything got situated last week?
Yeah, everything's cool.
Everything's cool. All right, Taco and Bella is all in the...
Yeah, the cats are fine.
All right, cats are Fendergram. All right, cool. Next to him, we've got the lovely... Is there another word to say the lovely? Because I was going to say rookie.
That's a good word.
The most despicable.
Despicable, okay.
No, that's not the other word.
The most two guns ready to go blazing. Won't stop. Will start an argument only to end it and start it again.
That sounds like me.
Everybody welcome LaShawn.
Boo.
Boo. Shame. Man,
it's like a potpourri in here.
I feel like
man.
Isaac from a Love Boat right now.
I hope you got some ginger ale over there.
Actually, I do.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yo, we got my man Clinton in the building with the rum, the whiskey. Is there whiskey in my hair?
No, this is rum.
It's rum. It's all rum.
These two are vodka.
Vodka,
just
rum.
in case.
So we got some guests in the house.
Hey, Clinton,
so my man Clinton in the building.
Show him some love.
Make sure Clinton puts...
Boo. Shame.
Yay.
And, of course, all the way in the back, the prettiest guy in the room right now, prettiest person in the building right now, my man, Abdul Abrock Adedeji in the building. Boo. Shame.
All right, so while he's pulling that out, and I got my shot glass right there, and you guys got us...
First of all, I got to give you props real quick, because you called it last week, and we got to definitely give you props. I'm the kind of person that when you are right, the few times you're right, I got to definitely let you know that you were right, so your self-esteem doesn't tank that far down.
Well, you know, it was channeling my inner Chinese, right? There you go. I was on Alibaba and I saw what was going on there, and I got there. Yeah, it just made sense, right? I mean, first of all, they had to give the people what they want. You guys were talking about the whole Glenn thing even before it happened, so I was like, this is an iconic moment, right?
Right.
So they had after the false start with Glenn dying before, and all the love he got and everything else, I'm like, they really got to take him out this time.
Yeah.
They had to. There's no choice. But they couldn't do it just directly.
No.
Because they were trying to get a surprise, and they had to take out Big Red because after the show they talked about he was on borrowed time anyway because he was supposed to have been gone
right
anyway. So if I had known that, it would have been locked. Like, oh yeah, he's done. So I just have one issue with it. Like, he hit him on the top of the head. I wanted to get the jaw hit so you can see the jaw go to the other side.
So there are moments where being True Indeed's friend can cause you to be an accomplice by association.
Well, I got that good rope and the black gloves and the truck crash, right? So did you guys we got John in here. We got
and Clint also is a comic book enthusiast too. So we got some people in the building that definitely are fans.
So what you think of the whole way it came out, John?
It was I liked that they gave us a 2-for-1. We came in expecting one person to die, but then we got two.
So you weren't listening to me?
What?
That I said 2 people?
No, I wasn't listening.
He wasn't here. He wasn't here. Real quick, we got calling in. So let's who's calling?
Okay.
Oh, they hung up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because it was like if you read the comics, you knew in the comics that Glenn died that way. And that's what we kind of thought that he was going to die. Abraham getting killed first, that was a surprise. I was surprised by that. Yeah.
Were you like,
because Abraham's a major character, but he wasn't major enough where it would have a great emotional impact if he died. And then they threw the curveball.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Daryl too.
Oh, people would have been sick if it was Daryl.
Get the mic closer to you so that they hear you. Plus, you got that cool voice too. Yeah, Tony, that's a favor. That's for favor.
So you got thrown the curve with Abraham, and then another curve when
Daryl gets up, and I'm like, oh snap.
It's Daryl. And it's funny because when we was in the apartment, like when Daryl got up, like all these was like, they all like, oh my God, it's Daryl. And I think I saw a single tear come from Femi. I really did. I think I saw a single tear. Like he was like, because he was complaining the whole first 15 minutes of the episode, like, this some BS. They gonna do. I'm gonna write. And then Daryl got up and he jumped over the couch like. So what about you, Clint? You was in the Abraham camp?
You know what? I didn't know how I was gonna feel going into it because I read the comic book as well. When they got Abraham, I was like, cool, but it didn't really affect me. But then when he just was like, all right, boom, it just hit Glenn. It wasn't no build up. There wasn't like it was, the build up before the show started from the end of the last episode up until when he got to Abraham, going through, like you were saying, 18 minutes or whatever. I think and this is actually what I like about the character, the kind of nonchalantness of which he just knocked, Glenn down.
Glenn was in the frame the whole time, though.
It's kind of weird because I was expecting to feel like really, really sick about it. And I felt more sick when I read the comic book. Maybe the comic book, really, I think the comic book had more effect because I started reading it right around the time of Nagan. So when I saw, and I was still watching the series. So when I saw what he did to Glenn, it was like, oh man, I can't wait to see this. But I had more effect with the comic book.
Yeah, he just okay. That's the entrance.
Right, what you gotta say?
Hey, look. As somebody who read the comic book, I would say you're right. The emotional impact in the comic book was way bigger. When I read the comic book, I had to put it down, walk out the building.
Yes.
I cried.
It felt like I lost somebody for real. So seeing it in Technicolor was cool. It was just gory for sake of gory.
Right.
But in the book, it's a lot of build-up because Glenn's a stronger character.
You'd have liked this on HBO, though, right?
But
that whole scene, like if HBO just take that premiere and put it on HBO, it could have been a lot gorier.
Oh, yeah, it could have been a lot gory. But it wasn't even about the gore. It was just Negan is just an interesting character. And like you said, the fact there's no build-up, but he's a sociopath with a moral code.
Well, every man's got to have a code, right? That's an Omar
people
thing,
without
right?
codes, man.
Can I say something as the only woman in the room? Ladies, for those that are listening out there, I guess you got to get your man to watch The Walking Dead because there's a lot of motion in this room. More than I've ever seen from men in general. I mean, we got people crying and jumping over. I mean, people almost dying. So, Walking Dead, get that for your guys.
That should be the guy. Playboy and Walking Dead, you be all right.
Yeah, if you want an emotional man, get him Walking Dead.
Like, I mean, to me, like the scene, because I've not read the comics, I have no interest in reading the comics. That's why I'm an unfriend like all of you. 'Cause you're all kidding. But like, the writing is okay. Sometimes the series gets a little too involved in like the relationship between each other. I don't really care about all that. But they did a good job with Negan. Like, I really was like, when he took Rick on the ride, I was like, there you go, break him down. That's right. But all that flashback stuff, I was kind of feeling for me on that because they were flashbacking like,
too much.
Yeah, it was a little too much for me. It was so like Rick was on top of the van. There was like get the axe and all this other stuff, and I'm like.
But there's a big difference from the comic book to the actual TV show.
Sure.
And the reality is that the TV show does stuff for like a lot of those flashbacks were for TV. The writing in the book is a lot tighter.
I'm sure, yeah,
and just a lot better. So
I wish though. I thought it was about to get real when he drew that line on Carl's arm.
Yeah,
that's when I was like, "Oh,
they
it's about to get real."
Another iconic moment from the book is the fact that if most people don't know, in the book, Rick he has one hand,
right?
And I thought that's what they were going.
Exactly.
I thought he was gonna.
When he took him into the trailer, I thought he was gonna cut off his arm, like right then.
And they've been alluding to that a few times over the course of the last 3 or 4 seasons about Rick losing a hand. Like, he's injured his hand a lot.
Right. You know what's so funny about it? Like, after that moment, I was thinking about all the other bad moments from the previous season. I was like, man, don't you want to go back to the jail again? I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't like this bad. You know, the worst moments are always with people, but it's like, Dad, y'all remember when we was in a farmhouse and we got overran by zombies? It wasn't as bad as this.
Well, I'm glad that everybody was able to survive.
It was all so simple then.
Right, exactly.
I'm glad everybody was able to survive the premiere. We're going to be right back with all our guests in the house after they get their emotions straight, pass out some Kleenex, and dry some eyes, and we're going to be back, and we're going to pick on the rookie a little bit. So,
and some drinks.
Is that right?
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879. 15% off with business card.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the radio loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the radio loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Talk dirty to me.
I love it. It's awesome. It's all mom gets me going every day.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Do yourself a favor and listen to this hilarious flashback on Charm City Direct Radio Show.
You know me. I eat like this all the time. Do I gain any weight? No, at all. You can have my belly right now. I'm giving away body parts. Somebody said they need a butt. Somebody said they
I
need
can
a
use
butt.
a little extra tissue there.
I can pop it right now.
He out here giving out butt cheek donations.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, the magical glow-getter herself, Anissa Maureen, co-host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Catch me and the rest of my team every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, we're back in the studio with the posse here. After everybody's got their, everybody's good from a feeling standpoint. Yeah, we're good. Dries, everything. So the customary shot. Everybody raise their glass.
Yeah.
To Abraham and Glenn. May you see things clear with your bulgy eyes.
Technically, we should be pouring a little out for them, right?
We're going to pour it out just into our mouths, right? So, all right, salud. So what is our supplier? Our supplier that we met in the corner, in the dark corner down. Our supplier in the studio is Clint. So, Clint, you were like a rum kung fu master, right? Like,
I'm studying to be. I guess that's more accurate. Yeah.
Rum kana, right?
Yeah.
The rum kata.
I mean,
and you travel and you do a lot of things. In turn, why don't you explain a little bit about the lovely selection that you have in front of us, a little bit about what you do and how we can get more free rum?
Well, just invite me. I always bring something. But yeah, the group I started, my company, is Rum Runners International. What I wanted to do is connect the culture of the Caribbean with rum, like expose it to people. So when I go on travels learning about rum, I'm starting to blog. On this side, I host rum tastings, events, pretty much anything over here to expose rum culture. So I've been to Barbados, Bahamas, going to St. Martin, Jamaica twice, Cayman Islands twice. And part of the goal is really to expose that culture. You go over to Europe and they're talking about wine. Every country over there is emotional about their product. You know, Same thing with rum. You talk to my grandmother, you're not telling her that nothing is better than Jamaican rum. You know, you go to Trinidad, they're going to talk about Trini rum. You go to Barbados, one of the oldest distilleries is in Barbados. So my goal was to kind of bring that fun and that culture of having a good time and relaxing back over here, really, in the form of festival and events. And what I brought for you is a different selection of rums. When I am stateside, I do work for a distillery. There's a bunch of Maryland distilleries. So if you like whiskey, rum, vodka, breweries, if you like cider, if you like mead, Maryland has a very big boom of people producing this stuff. So I bought a lot of stuff. But what the company I work for is Blackwater Distilling, and they produce rum. And they have a white rum and a gold rum. They have an overproof rum, which is 120 proof.
Overproof. Yeah, there you go.
And if you ever had Ray and Nephew, it blows Ray and Nephew out the water.
Really?
Yes. And Jamaicans swear by Ray and Nephew.
I got some overproof at home right now.
Yeah, it's good. I also brought their vodka products. They have a honey vodka blended with real bees honey. I like to put it in lemonades and a regular vodka. And then my mom, she loves me, so she brought me 2 bottles of this 12-year age Angostura rum from Trinidad. So I just brought it up here. If you guys want some, we can share it out. But yeah, man, I like to put rum in everything I do. At my event last Saturday, we put it in sorbet. I had one of my friends make caramel popcorn ice cream.
I like putting rum in my rum.
Yeah. Well, I like to show the people the different looks. So,
cake, I'm sure.
and the caramel, she put,
rum punch. You know, that's it.
She put the rum in the caramel, and cooked it, reduced it down because it's still sugar. And with the sorbet, it was banana coconut cream, and we put some rum in the sorbet. So we're just
so just to put you on the spot right now.
Yeah.
Like rank the islands in terms. Like real quick, who's number one? Just come on, man. Make a decision, man.
I say Barbados and then Jamaica, which hurts because my family's from Jamaica. But
all right, so they're gonna disown you after this, and we're gonna get to take all the rum. So you can leave this here after they do, and we'll be sure to keep it safe for you. I don't know about John though; he's looking at it real sideways. So
well, we're about to go to break. So definitely stay tuned. We hear more about rum and our other guests.
My people's watching.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Talk dirty to me.
I love it. It's awesome. It's all my business going every day.
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879. 15% off with business card.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
On the Road Theater Company presents Siblings, the story of a teenage stage prostitute who changes her life after helping two siblings avoid being murdered. The production will take place at Mount Zion United Methodist Church at 3050 Liberty Heights Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21215. Tickets are $25 at the door.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, oh gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream as white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has, from the first time I saw her, I can't remember what state she's in. I think she's in like North Carolina or something like that, somewhere I'm not going. That some kind of sensibility about her that makes me like her for president. But she's not running. We have this old guy that looks like he should be on the popcorn box. Then we have Martin O'Malley. Fine. We'll settle if we must. Hillary, who I like, but she just has to fight against all this controversy, and that's the hard part of it all. Then we have Huckabee. I could have swore he died, like in one of those books, like a fairy tale book. Trump, or he get to you in a moment, meet with all these black folk in one room, and they just fell for it. Like, he must have been giving out $100 bills behind it.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here
Hey
on Be
everybody,
Exposed
check
Radio.
out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, but fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I am saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland. She was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No. The fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least. But they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial, to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You know, that'd be one of those memes. It's like, what I do, what my friends think I do.
We're on air. Welcome back to Shots and Shenanigans with your host, Femi the Dry Fish and True Indeed. We're on BeExposedRadio.com. Please call in 410-702-5657. Text 443-642-9403 or email info@BeExposedRadio.com.
I don't think anybody checking the email, right?
I'm not checking email.
We're not checking email. So we are in the studio.
With
the one and only Rookie.
Am I still a rookie?
Yeah, you're still a rookie. You're still a rook. Let's say that. You're still a rook.
All right.
I think you're on some stripes.
Right.
Thank you. Please, give me
one
my
stripe.
stripes.
One stripe.
With the S.
So we got LaShawn in the building.
LaShawn Michelle's in the building.
Hello.
LaShawn is. Let me see. So this is why I'm starting to love LaShawn. So earlier today I said LaShawn. I've known LaShawn for a little bit now. It's been like going on 2 years? How long y'all been dating? Since '86. Back when LaShawn had a jerry curl.
Shots.
I did.
Fired.
So
right.
I said to LaShawn, I said, give me 2 sentences.
No, that's not what
for
you
a
said.
blurb. I mean, you want a lawyer? You want to go back on this?
I told you.
Before you said, give me 2 cents.
No.
That was the threat. Give me 2 cents.
I said, can I get a blurb from you about what you do? Not for work, but what you promote online. He said, sure, give me about 25 minutes.
I misread that. Okay, go ahead.
And right after you said that, I said, and because I know her, I was like, just like 2 sentences, not a bio. And then I got 2 dissertations via text.
Well, first, I misread it.
Which I had to comb through.
Pull out the 2 sentences.
LaShawn is the Vice President of Legislative Affairs, a healthcare lobbyist, and a certified yogurt eater. My yogurt instructor.
You know what?
Welcome, LaShawn, to Shots and Shenanigans. Boo. Shame. LaShawn, fill us in. What do you really do? Covert.
What I really do. Basically, I go to Washington, D.C. or various state capitals, and I talk to our legislators, our congressmen and women, senators, representatives, and I talk to them about health care. I talk to them about different laws that are either in effect or about to go in effect, and I tell them about how it's going to affect patients, nurses, doctors, employers.
So you're not going to stop the premiums from going up.
You don't have that kind of
hey, that's what I'm waiting for. Like
you George Bush.
No,
right.
that is out of my.
Oh yeah, now it's out of your.
That's out of my purview.
Right.
If I could, I would.
Really?
If I had a direct line to.
So I got a question to ask before you go forward. Your personal opinion from your position of employment, which will be your specialty.
Mm-hmm.
Is Obamacare good or bad?
Obamacare has good qualities.
Politicians
and
talking.
It has bad qualities.
She got that DC
overall,
talk down pat.
Overall, it's good. It's helped a lot of people. It has helped a lot of people.
But at what cost?
Is it perfect? No. But what is perfect? What law is perfect? None. So it has a lot of good qualities.
I personally think that, and I've been on this board, that it was rushed in a lot. Like I understand they felt like they were going to lose the House, so they had to do it.
There you go.
I get it. But bad things, I'm in IT. I know Abdul's in IT. You know bad things happen when they start rushing.
You know what? Bad things happen when you take your time. Let's talk about
Not
bad
really.
things
Not as
always,
much.
Bad things can always happen. But you know what? This is what I'll say. Any law, especially something big as providing health care for the country, you're not going to be able to do it in one swoop because you can't predict everything that's going to happen.
But I always think that as much as you can't predict that everything can happen, you don't need to play politics with something that major. And one of the things I've always thought about, the way they sold it was as if, oh, it's going to be great. Like there was never a, but we need, but isn't that, yeah, I know that's standard,
right.
But for someone who came in saying, I'm not going to play politics.
But he was forced to play politics.
I don't know if forced is the
and the
way.
other thing is, I think this
It's
is
sort of like, there's no difference to me the way that Colin Powell sold the Iraq War to the way that Obama sold
but this is
both of them were, you didn't have to do that.
Let me just say this one thing. What the president is one entity in our government. Nothing happens without Congress, the House and the Senate. So even right now in the presidential campaign, everything that the presidents are saying, it's almost like they're, I don't want to call them a talking head, but they are kind of, they have the vision.
Bully pulpit.
They have the vision. And it's up to Congress to implement the vision. So basically what happened is what you said. The Democrats controlled the Senate and the House. Right. The president was a Democrat. They did everything they could do to try to get the majority or the bulk of the law through. Mm-hmm. And they knew that they would need to continue to make amendments.
I remember when they bought up the website.
Oh yeah, and it was an issue. Yeah.
But even that, like, because again, it's being in IT and you don't secure the computers. I get it. Like, and John's
That's going to be running joke.
Right.
A lot of IT people in this
right. There's a lot of IT. Like, so everything's going to be messed up in a few minutes. But like when they were rolling it out and they started having bugs and you started uncovering like how they implement it with contractors and there was no real oversight and you just I started thinking about my worst projects like, oh man, they could have called me, like they could have said, hey, how do you implement? I could have told them how not to implement stuff, like I just
because there was no standards. I mean, at that point in time, you really
and the other part is that they needed money.
They had a deadline. And they were running to that deadline. We know what happens when that happens. Yeah. They start running to a deadline, and it's like they just start jettisoning stuff like, oh, we don't need this. Just throw that out too.
Well, let me ask, by you being in IT, and there's a lot of computer folk in the room, every time you guys complete a project, does that mean there aren't bugs to be worked out?
No, I mean, sometimes you get to the point where there's a minimum viable product, what you're trying to get to. And I think in this case, as you said, they wanted to get the website, they wanted to get it up. They wanted to get the plan in and then iterate down the line.
It depends on some of the pressures in terms of how much time you have to actually plan something out.
Yeah.
So one of the things that you learn straight out from any kind of project management when you're especially in IT is when they have an artificial date, they got the date before they even scope the effort. You know right then that you're just like, oh,
you're gonna be pulling your hair out.
Yes. And also the other thing with that too is each state was responsible for their own website.
That's right. And that's the other point I was going to make.
The bugs really was on the government's website because a lot of states just jettisoned that like we're you got because they knew better. They were just like, we can't meet this date.
Yeah. Right. But Jonathan brought up another good point as to why there were issues because, again, each state had some responsibility in rolling out some aspect of the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare is what we all call it.
It's gonna go down in history as the Obamacare.
Right. Well, I love Obamacare. That's a great
I don't
name.
know why you run from that
Obama
name
cares.
I didn't understand that.
What's wrong with that?
Right. See, I was like, why did he run it? When they first started saying that, and he started like trying to distance himself. I'm like, why distance himself?
Yeah, that's great.
That's not a bad name.
Right, exactly.
Like,
well, talking about health care, wellness, and fitness. From my understanding, you're a yoga certified yoga instructor, which means you went to like a mountain and trained under like some yoga master.
Mr. Miyagi.
Please tell us a little something about that, please.
Well, just to clarify, I'm not actually certified yet, but I will be very, very soon. So a little bit of history. One, I said this on the break, and I'm just going to say it for all the listeners. You're not a real man until you do yoga. And I'm saying that because I am the only woman in this room with all these men. Are you a real man? No, I'm saying this for the men.
Okay.
I'm a real woman.
I always hate when like women tell us what men are. I hate that.
I'm telling the women.
You're
I'm not even talking to the men. So when you What?
See?
And we're off to the races.
Wait a minute. I'm not even going to address that because that is absolutely false for other ladies. I'm a businesswoman. What? Have you ever heard of double standard?
You just told me what a real man was. Why can't I tell you what a real woman is?
You can say it to the men. Say it to the men. Don't say it to the women.
She's not a real woman unless she cooks. Is that better? I mean,
I do cook, but I'm just saying.
Well,
look, I cook anyway. So now that I've gotten that out the way,
So elaborate. Why are you a real man if you've done yoga? I've done yoga before, and it's
there.
tough.
You go. It's two real men in here.
I've done yoga too.
But why?
It's pretty tough.
Don't even smile at me, yo. You fine.
Why are you a real man if you do yoga? You know what? What I would say is that it takes a lot of strength, concentration, flexibility. I don't know. I mean, I think, and a real woman wants those qualities in a man.
So do video games take a lot of strength?
I don't know anything about video games. I'll talk to you about yoga.
How long have you been on yoga?
So I started doing yoga in 2013, started out self-taught, and I will tell you that I looked at a video of someone else doing yoga and I thought, being the person I could do that. And I tried to do it and I was unable to do it. And from that point forward, I thought...
You weren't a real man in the beginning, but...
and I'm still not a real man today. I'm a real woman. And I became a reeler. Is reeler a word?
Reeler. I guess it's now after a couple of shots of ginger ale.
Right, I just got my second. The mad scientist over here just made me my second shot of ginger ale.
So, doing yoga, not even from my understanding, I've seen you online promote yourself. And so what is that? Do you teach a class or you just promote it as your own workout via Instagram and so on and so forth?
Are you a yoga celebrity or what's going on?
So yeah, right now I have not taught any classes, but I will be teaching classes. That's one of the reasons why I went to get certified so that I could teach classes. I do right now. I just do a lot of videos. I post them. Abdul can tell you, or any of my friends can tell you, I'm out on the street. Sometimes people come up to me, "Hey, you're the yoga lady." So
that's your title,
yoga lady, right? So yeah, I love yoga. I love yoga. Look, my friend Leslie said, "Y'all not gonna be in here coming for me." Leslie, call in and give him something. Shout out to my girl Leslie.
Who went with us to play bowl? Who bowled with us?
Oh no, that was Keisha.
Oh.
Keisha, if you listen and call and you hear them coming for me, they said they was gonna come for me all day, every day.
So can you teach yoga to cats?
I don't know anything about cats.
You don't know anything about cats?
You're not a real woman if you don't.
Look, he set him up for the alley-oop.
Yeah, I guess I won't be a real woman then. Yeah, I don't know anything about cats.
So I mean, do you have this one side? Do you think you're going to like expand the yoga part, or is it just something sort of like you like to do it, so you want to give that to people, but it's not necessarily something you're going to look to like?
No, actually, I would like to expand it.
Okay.
One of the things that I notice is that there are not a lot of African American women that do yoga. I would say that, in recent years, or at least in the last year, there are more African American women doing yoga, but they're not a lot. I mean, it is heavily dominated by our non-African American counterparts.
You don't want to say white people.
I thought she was saying Hispanics. I mean,
our Asian friends.
So yeah, I mean, I would like to, and I think that's one of the reasons why I started doing yoga and I joined Instagram probably all within a month of each other, and probably within, I don't know, I want to say like 3 or 4 months, I had like over 2,000 people. That's before Instagram.
I've noticed you got quite a cult following.
Yeah, I mean, and guess what? All those people came from, or the majority of them came from.
John, I feel like you and I should start a yogurt eating Instagram channel and see how many people are gonna follow us.
We should. We're like,
and make sure that the spoon is heavy.
Yeah.
So it's like it takes a lot to like eat the yogurt.
It takes a real man to eat a yogurt.
You gotta get that focus in.
we can take our shirts off and put baby lotion on.
Look, I challenge all of y'all to do yoga. I challenge you to do it. handstands, headstands, arm balances. It takes a special kind of person.
See, the only reason why I won't do yoga is because I don't want to find my center. I don't want to ever be at peace. You know what I'm saying?
So you just like being off center.
I think off center is my thing.
You don't want your chakras aligned.
Never. Never. If my chakras are aligned, we have a problem.
So where did you get certified? Or were you doing your certification?
I'm actually doing my certification through Sunlight and Yoga. Changa Bell is the instructor for Sunlight. Also an African American man, owner.
I got a business for you. Y'all can like merge together. You got the talk thing. She could start it off with the yoga at the beginning of it, and then rum at the end of it. You be in the. You
have add some rum in the beginning. You'll definitely get a little.
Yeah,
rum in the beginning.
Rum yoga, right?
Yeah. They will come in. The mad scientists will make them a little mixture.
Rum at the yoga. There you go. I think that,
there you go.
You can start that and open up chakras and talk about and talk about feelings and things of that nature. So
there you go. There you go.
Okay, I've had.
You were missed, brother.
One of my friends is calling.
Let's take this call.
There you go. Okay, you were missed, brother.
Hello, how are you, caller?
Yes.
Yes, can we get your name?
Yes, my name is Lakeisha.
Lakeisha.
That's who went bowling with us.
That's who went bowling. That's the loser, Lakeisha.
The loser.
We were the runner-ups.
Really? It's two teams playing.
So you came in last place.
Lakeisha, what's going on? Talk to us. What you got going on?
Yes, I just wanted to shout out my two friends, LaShawn and Abdul, for doing a great job tonight. And I feel like you guys are picking on my girl. Y'all better stop.
She know what time it is when she came on the show. She know what.
That's
She
right.
knew what
Tell
this
them,
was.
Keisha.
She knew what this
That's
was.
right. Don't let them come for me. They don't know what's up. My squad is calling in.
I feel like we have the power of the hang up. So like.
Y'all better not hang up on my girl.
Yes, well, LaShawn, this is the thing. Hold it down for the ladies tonight. The men, you better stop.
If LaShawn's gonna hold it down for the ladies, then the fellas can't stop to prove LaShawn can hold it down for the ladies.
And we won't stop.
So encourage her to be strong, be resilient.
No, I think she's holding that on. She's holding it down for all of us women because the men, especially the guy with the dreads, he's tripping tonight. He's really.
Wait,
That's
dude,
right.
she's talking about me.
Tell him. That's right. That's right.
You know what? It's always one of those things where it's like, equality flipped on the other way never seems to work, right? So
exactly.
Yeah, it's always like I want equality that only works for me.
Thank you, Keisha.
That's always the move.
Shout out to my girl, Keisha.
LaShawn, listen, teach him a yoga pose, and y'all make sure y'all post it today.
Well, we appreciate you calling in, Lakeisha.
We're about
Thank
to
you
take,
for
we're about to
we about
take
to
a
take
break, so please call back if you can.
All right, love you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Love you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Do you really love her?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you
on.
say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I could do it. Hey, I could show you some people right now that's doing yoga.
We are back on air. Shots and Shenanigans. Please call in 410-702-5657 or text 443-642-9403 or email at info@beexposedradio.com. This is Shots and Shenanigans. We got a host of guests in the building. We are your hosts, Femi the Dry Fish and True Indeed. We got drinks in here because it's a shots and shenanigans. We've been doing shots, and I don't know what am I drinking right now, Clinton?
A golden daiquiri.
A golden daiquiri. I don't even normally do
daiquiri?
daiquiris.
Wow. Yeah, the original.
I said, give me what John had, and then I found out John was drinking some sissy drink.
It's not a sissy drink. They turned it into a sissy drink.
They turned it into a sissy drink.
It's missing its umbrella. That's what
We have LaShawn in the building. We got Clinton in the building. We got Ab Rock in the building. My man John Ab Rock. Last week I attended. What did I attend last week? Because I was being.
You attended the inaugural kickoff for the Box Theory sessions. I think when I came to the show the first week on You Guys Kickoff, I plugged it. But it's basically it's a discussion talk group.
Where is it at?
Hotel RL. Right there downtown Baltimore, and it's a discussion talk group basically dealing with themes of love, sex, spirituality, among things, focusing on self-awareness as kind of like the narrow scope on how to talk about these things. And we had a great kickoff. We had about 25 people. Great mix.
And what's the how frequently does it occur?
It's once a month. It's every third Wednesday at Hotel RL from 7 to 9. Happy hour starts at 6. The discussion starts at 7.
Let me ask you a question.
When's the yoga start?
I was in attendance. Last, was it Tuesday, Wednesday?
It was Wednesday. So
Glad you were listening.
Yeah.
I was in attendance.
We were missing Shane.
We were missing
true
Shane.
indeed.
You didn't miss me. I know that much.
When you do events as such, do you notice that there's more of a need for women? There's more of a need for women who are looking for a suitable mate than men looking for a suitable mate.
In general, because women are more communicative, we do have a lot more women in the discussion groups, so it tends to skew a little heavier. And that's just normal. But I think that what's a little different with this type of discussion group is we had a lot more men because the language we use is less soft and fuzzy and more kind of literal and direct, and that kind of facilitates great conversations. So hopefully what it's going to do in the future discussions is kind of have a good balance, a good mix to really have those discussions.
I really wanted to make it because I really wanted to represent.
We needed somebody like you to come through with
I really wanted to, and I was going to drive all the way down to Waldorf and get AJ and bring him back. I really
We
wanted
didn't
to
need AJ. We needed you.
But I was under the weather on Wednesday, so I had to call it quits. I didn't want to.
But it was really good. I mean, there was a lot of discussions on both sides. People really kind of gave input, and we had a good mix of people who've been married, divorced, and single, all in the same place. And it was good to kind of see everybody coming to terms with, hey, in order to date properly, I need to kind of deal with some self-awareness things before I get into the dating pool.
Yesterday, this whole week I've been listening to Hip Hop Nation in the morning just so I like to listen to things before I pass any judgment on it whatsoever. And it's Hip Hop Nation, and we've talked about the little Uzis and
the
Yakimakis and stuff like that.
Yakamis,
right? But what killed me was the hostess in the morning got a call from a woman who seemed really distraught, and she had a kid with a guy she had met she met him, then a year later they had a kid, and he had his own business and he was working, and now she's working for him, and she was at this point where she was like, I think I need to leave the relationship. So the host was like, well, why, right? And she's like, well, is he abusive? No, he's not abusive.
He works too much.
Kind of, like he's not affectionate enough. And I thought about you because the host kind of went in on her, and it was a woman kind of went on her. I was like, look, wait a second, like, he takes care of what he's supposed to take care of. He may not be as communicative and but he's a guy, and maybe that's just how he's built. And he's taking care of everything for you. Like, why are you complaining about him? Like, you're not going to get perfection. You're not going to get the everything. And that she said, and I've heard you say this before, like, the one mistake people make is to try to think that their mate is going to be everything for them.
Exactly. You have to, I think the biggest thing a lot of people do in relationships is this idea that somebody completes you. It's really, you have to be whole.
And that's what she said. Yeah, that's exactly what she said. Whole? She said whole people come together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whole people, are people ever really whole?
As whole as you can be.
I think there's that self-awareness thing you're talking about. You have to
be aware of the fact of what your issues are. Because in this culture, there's this idea that somebody else is out there, the romantic idea to complete you, and it's a setup. it's really selfish. I need you. Whatever. It sets people up. Where the idea is, you got to be do the work on yourself, and then you can kind of bring something to the relationship.
I don't even know if you have to do the work on yourself, but I do think you need to be aware of what
that's the first
work needs to happen.
The first step is being aware, and then the second step is doing it if you choose to.
There's a lot of people just being unaware about themselves, and they just.
Well, is it something wrong?
We have like.
All right. Lead up and on. I'm gonna FaceTime you back.
Hello, can you hear us, caller? Caller.
They just speak up, man. I mean, like, we wasting valuable seconds. LaShawn was about to, like, she was sitting over there, like.
I don't know that lady.
I feel like we lost our caller, so please call in a few moments. We're about to go to break in a few moments. LaShawn, you have something to say?
Well, what I was going to say is, I mean, Shane, basically you and the radio host, whoever that person was, is telling this woman to settle because he's doing some things
that's not
and
what
not
he said.
other. I mean, she wants somebody who is affectionate. What's wrong with that?
All right.
So because he's paying the bills, he has a right to not be affectionate?
So we'll be back. We're coming back from a break. We're going to continue this conversation. It's about to get heated.
Get another drink.
Heated.
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879. 15% off with business card.
What's going on, everybody? This is Brett Williams, the summer 2016 intern here at Be Exposed Radio. Be sure to check out myself and all the personalities here at the Be Exposed Radio Open House on Saturday, July 16th from 12 to 5. This is a great opportunity to promote your business and to make new professional connections. So, if you're not busy during the day, definitely be sure to stop by the station. If you can't make it, you can always check out the stream live on our YouTube or on our website, beexposedradio.com.
Hey, it's Mecca from the Happy Hour radio show. You know you want your man cave right. Are you an empty nester? Are you starting a new family? Kevin Associates can help you with that. They are a full-service real estate and property management company.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange radio show on beexposedradio.com.
If you had a dream venue, where would that be? Like, some people want to do Carnegie Hall or like a big stadium
I
somewhere.
want to go with Madison Square. I wanna feel that
So
building.
you just gonna shoot for the moon.
I want to feel it. I want to look out and just feel the vibration of all of those people there to be uplifted and all of that. 'Cause that's what I want to do for people.
So are you dancing? Are you?
I want to implement that. I think I want to start doing some blocking, like not like tear it up. But
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Listening to Shots and Shenanigans with your host, True Indeed, Femi the Dry Fish on BeExposedRadio.com.
And just to reinforce that, right? So Leslie was about calling in, and we asked her to go and put a comment on the most recent post on Shots and Shenanigans, and maybe if we can't get the call right, we can at least have that conversation that way. It'd be nice, and then everybody else can see that too. So we can argue online, right? We can argue
like real people.
That's the wave of the future. So before we went to break, LaShawn asked that me and the radio host were complicit in saying that because somebody wanted to have someone who was affectionate, that was not wrong. And I think in just looking at that one attribute in and of itself is not wrong. But if you look at the entirety or the totality of the situation involved, what kind of segued into that is something that I was saying to Abdul, is that people try to look for perfection. All right, they want everything, and no one is everything. Right, so there are people out there who go, because you're gonna always find something about you. I always think like relationships is hand-to-hand combat, and you're gonna always find out things about people that you don't like about them, and that you wish you could have something else in that person. All right, we have so many things, whether it's men and women, talking about relationship where she don't do this and he don't do this, like real basic stuff. Like, and you go like, so he pays the bills. Like that's a big deal. Like, I don't know why people think that's not a big deal. I mean, it's not like it's not a big deal in the sense of I pay the bills, but I can beat you. That's not cool. But I mean, like, taking care of the kids, he's an active dad. He's taking care of the bill. He has he owns the business.
She's not feeling served.
But she's not feeling as comfortable. This is a situation where they got in, not really knowing each other too. I mean, it wasn't like a long, we get to know each other. It's clear that they're not soulmates.
Right. So this is what I have to say. I'm not taking away from all that this man is contributing to the relationship, to the family. But what I am saying is that I think that she has a right to not be satisfied. And so what I would say to the woman, I wouldn't say take it or leave it. Look, he's doing all these things. So therefore you should take it. My response to that woman would be, if affection is a deal breaker for you and he's not giving that to you, then you need to move on.
Yeah, I mean,
because guess what? Paying the bills is one thing, but she might could pay her own bills.
Well, she works for him, so she can't pay her own bills. She works for him, so she can't pay her own bills.
That's some 50 grades of shit. 50 shades of gray type relationship.
I mean, she also said that she's dependent on him.
She works for him. Her work is worth something. She ain't doing it for free. She's working for him.
Don't knock on the table.
I'm just feeling put threatened, that out there. Right? Because her time, her service is worth something. She's getting paid for it.
But it may not be worth enough to sustain herself.
But what's interesting, real quickly, is that again, with everything, you have to decide what's important to you. So she has to decide, and that's what goes back to that self-aware. She has to be aware what's the most important characteristics. I mean, at some point in time, it might be the dude paying the bills. And another point in time might be affection, may be the most important thing. So as we it's fluid.
Here's a kick in the pants. How did they get that far if he wasn't affectionate? If that was a big deal to her, was she hoping he was going to eventually get her?
Her needs may have changed.
Her needs may have changed, or also his representative might showed up in the beginning, and now.
Well, on the actual show, she said he's been that way since they met him.
Oh, well.
But here's the other thing, right? They got involved each other. Like, they got a kid a year after they met. Mm-hmm. Okay,
that's called the express.
Right? So and I think where the hostess was coming from was like, well, you're complicit in getting yourself in this, and then you brought another life into it, and now you're going to tear that other. You're going to impact the other life so significantly because you want more affection.
That's first world.
So what, she should be unhappy?
No,
she didn't say about being unhappy.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with what she wants, but she needs to realize her situation. She doesn't know this guy. Like, she knows him, but not in terms of what makes him who he is and what can trigger bringing out that affection that she needs.
That's another part.
It was quick on the front end. Now she has a lot of learning to do on the back end. She has to understand that, does he even want to know her to that level? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they got a kid together.
Is he like? It sounds like she doesn't even know what his long-term goals, including her, really is. He may take care of the kid, may send her money or whatever, but what is his long-term? She forfeited that by that year of whatever they were doing. Wow. She forfeited that. So I would go through the long process of learning and see if he's able to produce affection, find out what the triggers are.
Here's the danger. The danger is this. What you sign up for when you decide to say this is going to be my serious situation is what it is. Anything else that you hope for, the potential you see, are all ghosts.
It's a gamble.
They don't exist. So I feel like when you decide to say, I want to make this individual my main person, male or female, doesn't matter. You've signed up for what exactly it is then and there.
Both parties.
Both parties.
Yeah.
Both parties.
Look, I know I can be a jerk, but I'm across the board jerk.
No, but you know
equal
what?
opportunity.
My point in saying both parties is that we don't know, or maybe you can enlighten us to whether she said to him, I need a little bit more affection from you, so that he also could say, this is something that my woman needs. I love her and I want to make her happy. As my girl Keisha said, if he's in it too, then why not give all that you can give or make an effort?
Sometimes, and the reason why I said the danger is this. There are times, I'm putting myself on blast. There are times when I'm going out with someone and they might want a little more of something, but it doesn't come with me. What that little more something doesn't come with Femi. There's a guy for that. And you have to find that fit. everything's a combination. And it won't be the right combination, but it's got to at least be, 85%?
Yeah, but it goes back to what I said. People need to have these hard conversations. It comes from, one, you need to know who you are so you can say what I want. And then the second is have those hard conversations.
She agreed to be in a serious situation with a dude quickly with a guy. I don't want to say quickly because time is time. You can know somebody for a long time or short time and still end up with the same scenario.
Basically, she got AOL dial-up.
She agreed to be in a serious situation with a guy, knowing she wasn't getting the affection she claimed she requires.
I would say, though, that, they didn't talk about like him specifically. I think what the hostess did say, and again, this is Hip Hop Nation in the morning, so let's. It was more shocking to me that it actually, because when I heard it come on, I'm like, here's about to see some BS going on right here. But she actually made sense. The thing she says, and I never really hear this a lot from people in general, because it's always like they need to do something. Like the way the hostess went was, he may have an entirely different communication pattern than you do and what you want back. He may be showing affection, but the way that he shows affection, right? And so, as Clinton was saying, you need to learn to get to that vibe, right? Instead of trying to do like the way you want it and it's not coming across the way you want it, if you're going to be in a relationship, you need to...
We have a caller.
We have a caller. Is that the call sign? Yeah. That's the call sign. All right.
It looks like
it looks like a little funny. Like you're not quite straight.
Caller.
Because she really kind of turned it around and go like, you need to focus on you and what is it about you that is crying out for these things.
Self-work.
And that's what she kind of was talking about. Like you need to think about yourself in terms of, because you got into this situation, and she goes, and here's the
hello.
Hi.
Who are you?
My name is Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey. How you doing?
She's from UK?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you from the UK?
Yes, I am.
I love the accent.
We got a British caller in the house. A British caller. Hello.
Hello.
So what's up?
I just have a question for LaShawn.
LaShawn,
she
you have a question?
She's a successful black woman. I just wanted to ask her a question about my relationship.
Okay.
Okay, well, I have this boyfriend, and I love everything about him. He's great. He looks awesome. He's so nice and sweet, but his breath smells really bad, and I don't know how to tell him.
LaShawn, you're the expert on this.
Is she the expert on bad breath?
Healthcare.
It's true. Is it halitosis?
Kelsey.
I'm not sure.
I'm not
sure. It just smells so bad, and about him is perfect. That's why I don't know how to tell him. I don't want to hurt his feelings.
No, you need to tell him. You definitely need to tell him.
Let me ask a question, Chelsea. What if...
It's Kelsey.
Kelsey?
Yeah, Kelsey. Right.
Yes.
Kelsey, I'm sorry. Kelsey. What if his breath would never change, but everything else is perfect? What are you going to do?
I would stay with him, but if there's
Good
something we can
Kelsey.
do about this, I need that to happen because I can't take it.
Extra mints. I mean, look,
LaShawn.
wait a second. Hold on. Extra mints, right? I mean, like,
Sometimes
maybe
mints make it worse.
maybe no, but I mean, maybe take charge of buying the toothpaste, right?
I would say that. Go ahead.
Listen, I've offered him gum and he always takes it. I usually have to offer him a piece like once or twice a day, but he never really catches on. But I'm running out of gum.
We need to start a gum club.
I don't really know what to tell him. I just feel so bad.
Isn't there like mouthwash or something that she can like put in his soup or something?
LaShawn, you're in healthcare. Talk to us. Let's know what can we do.
I would say that you have a couple of options. You can have him go to the doctors. They have some prescription mouthwash.
But she's got to like introduce this to him.
You definitely need to tell him. You need
How
to
do you
tell him.
subtly tell somebody you need to go to the doctor for your stinking breath?
Well, she already subtly told him. She's giving him gum
He
every
didn't
day.
get it, but he didn't get it.
Right. So you
get
can't
it.
be subtle. You can't be subtle. She need to just write him a letter. Write him a love letter. Say,
really?
A 4-page
First,
letter?
I love that.
I'm gonna say this flat out. If you are in love with a guy or really in like with a guy and you feel like he's perfect and you want to go the longer haul with him, you have to be direct. And if he can't handle it, then you found out he's not the one. Because if you find yourself with barriers where you can't tell the person you care for simple things and complicated things, then if you find yourself in a position where you can't tell them these things, then you're in a situation where you can't go far.
I
Or
think the real man just showed up without yoga.
or
oh no, I'm not a real man. I'm a boy.
you can get some. I'm sure there's some like edible underwear that have like Listerine in it, right? And I mean,
Kelsey,
like
are
just
you
make
writing
that
these
like a
down?
practice. You know, like every other day, be like, "Hey, baby, you know, like Scott,
Letters
like,
of the
you know,
alphabet type thing.
Yeah, I mean, like
26-day program.
Like those edible underwear joints, like that's a thing.
I've heard.
They taste just like fruit roll-ups.
Just tell him.
Jonathan.
Be all right,
Well,
just
I
tell
will
him.
try that actually. He's going to be on his way home soon, so I think I'm going to tell him tonight. I just need a little bit of courage. Thank you. I really appreciate all the
Hey,
advice.
text
you
us.
guys
Let
give.
us know
how it worked out.
How that happened.
Yeah, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you guys.
Hey, got somebody from the UK.
There you go across the pond.
Love letters and stuff, right? Well, he's getting
Hey,
home.
that's what I would say. Write him a letter.
No.
You gotta be direct. You gotta be direct.
You know what?
If it was shoes on a foot, would you want somebody to write you a letter?
No, look. If,
I told you. That shit was
if he don't
like
tell
that.
me straight up,
Like,
it's
shit was-
over.
Look, it's never fair. It's never
this is
fair.
what I'm saying.
It is
Truth is
never
why you
fair.
want to treat
I think by her not being, I mean, we're all kind of well aged, and by her
Fine,
being
like
a little
Ram.
bit younger, I feel like the younger generation needs to be more direct.
So she can't text him. She
becomes
can't
routine
IM
of their
him.
relationships.
That's true.
Right.
Because I feel like we watch a lot of television. They see those relationships on TV and the reality shows, and they start learning that routine of not being direct,
Not
and
talking.
hoping
I
you
must
get
say,
signs
though,
and stuff like that.
There's and I'm sure like Ab and in your little honeymoon, you'll figure this out. Like,
Little.
when you, because there's a way to be direct that's not going to work out really well.
No, you have to learn a
Like,
language.
there's a language you got to speak about.
I
Your
always
directness.
say you got to use a little bit of honey. It goes a long way. Vinegar, sometimes it's too direct, and then sometimes it's a way of kind of like
You gotta be
language
sensitive
around
to
it.
people's.
People can respect directness. I mean, after you get out of your emotions,
Yeah, but that
you'll
could be a
sit
long
back.
time.
Yes.
That could be a.
Things
you
can
just walk up to
happen.
somebody and be
Things
like,
can
"Your breath
happen
stink." Like,
in an
that's-
emotion.
That might be a lot.
No,
say it like
directness
that.
and rudeness are two different things.
Some people don't make
So
that
you-
distinction, and rudeness is a lot of times in the eye of the beholder or in the ear of the beholder.
You could just sit down.
Because sometimes tone carries, can go from being
Yes.
direct or rude.
You have to be careful though, and not in the breath stink situation, but when you're trying to tell someone something, you try to sugarcoat it. People have a tendency to take the sugar.
Yes. Yeah.
And not take the content underneath it.
But
which
people
is
also
necessary to
have
be
a
tendency to not hear though.
People have a tendency also to take the more sour than you actually were intending too. I
Yes.
mean, people be in their feelings a lot, and you just meant today. I was at the job, and I'm teaching developers how to be teams, and I just asked a question. I said, "Anybody see what your accepted rate was?" And I mean, they were just like, "Why are you pressuring me?" I'm like, "I just asked the question." Like,
It's your tone. Your tone. I
and these
told
are
you
people
about your
getting paid
tone.
6 figures, and they are, and
that
I just said, and I had to do a whole dissertation, thanks to LaShawn, on I just asked the question. That's it. Like, I just asked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people
take offense real easy.
I mean, yeah, you take time to learn people and kind of know how to be direct, so you know what kind of their triggers are.
we got another caller.
Caller, please come on in.
Come in.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on? And your
This
name?
is for Be Exposed.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to get on there.
Your question, comment. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, your question or comment.
Question to comment now?
Yeah. Speak. Talk to us. What you got going on?
Speak freely.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
I'm all right. What's your name?
It's Monkey.
It took you that long to realize?
Slow, yo.
All right, we about to go to break. Why'd you hang up for?
Listen, I wanted to say
Go on
it's
break.
all of
Can we hear Monk now still?
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
This forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Steven, what is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today.
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the station with their ear to the streets. BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Shots and Shenanigans with your hosts, True Indeed and Femi the Dry Fish on BeExposedRadio.com. You can call in live 410-702-5657 or text 443-642-9403. We're talking about relationships. We're drinking rum. Yeah. My man Clinton over here. Clinton, real quick, just shout out what you got going on and what you got coming up.
Yeah, so I really don't have that much coming up. But if anybody wants to follow us on Instagram, Rum Runners INTL. Also on Facebook, Rum Runners International. One of my friends, he's been in the bartending service industry for about 20 years. We work together on this. So if you have any private events, look, if you're having a wine tasting or whatever, sip and paint, bring some rum in there. We'll bring it and we'll do it up real nice. And what we got here, just a collection of rums from Blackwater Distilling. I also brought my own private Angle Store 1824. We just sharing it out, man.
We got a call on the phone. Caller, please call in. Caller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Monk again.
What's going on, Monk? How you feeling?
Chris, y'all hung up on me, man. I just wanted to say real quick, yo, I feel what Abdul was saying. It's all about tone and presentation a lot of times.
Well, between you and Abdul, you guys are like the greatest pandas on the planet.
Hey.
Really? That's what we're doing?
Scarf Brothers represent.
Y'all wear scarves.
My scarf game is impeccable. Just let you know right now.
We're going to have a scarf off between Monk and Abdul.
I think that sometimes, the reason why I say tone, there's a style of putting sugar on things that causes for the content to be missed or not taken as seriously. And there are times I feel like I just have to say things the way I need to say them, and it just has to be, and it's there. And if you can't tell that I love you, if you can't tell my intent, then we're probably in a bad place already.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're in a bad place just because somebody hasn't learned you yet. I mean, some people are good at reading people, some people aren't good at reading people.
Yeah,
I think some of this goes.
Don't you think it's important to take the other person into consideration as
I
well?
do when I'm communicating.
Think about it. If
I think
if
there's
I
a
was
line.
a meek person and I cried all the time, would you come after me as much as you do, Shane?
Depends on what you say.
Say no.
No, I mean, I would.
No.
Look. There's sort of a standard thing amongst us to say that you don't go after the weak.
Yeah.
So
But that also means that you don't like, you can't just be talking a whole bunch of stuff.
Exactly. If you're weak, you got to know your lane.
Hold on, Monk's still talking. Hold on.
So I was going to say, like, with the being direct thing, that's very important too, because this one over here was when we first got together, she was extremely direct on what she wanted and what she needed.
What are you talking about when you say this one?
As a woman, I'm
this one
offended
over
by
here.
that.
As a man, I'm offended by that.
You know who it is. You know it's Aisha.
Aisha calls him that one over there.
That one, this one.
Yeah, she does. Well, she calls
she
me other
direct
things
with
too. Yeah, very direct. Like when we first started dating, she was like, "I need this, A, B, C, and D. These are the things that I need from whoever I'm going to be in a relationship with."
You didn't like that?
I mean, it is what it is. So when I don't do those things, 5 years later, she'll be like, "You can't get mad because day one I told you what I needed." So she was very direct with me. So you gotta appreciate it. I mean, when I don't do it, I don't like it. You know, when she was like, "I don't need you to stay out to a 4," when somebody takes the 4 or 5, I don't like it then.
What about when someone takes the fork on the Chinese food?
Too soon.
So I don't know. I feel like she put it on the table. She put on the table what she wants. Made it clear, and you
very clear,
and you bought into it.
Yeah,
so
I did.
If years later
I had the
she's like,
chance to be like, I had the chance to leave. Like, you know
you
what?
did have a chance, and you chose to stay.
I chose to stay.
So you chose to say no, and these were her standards. But was it your plan not to meet the standards?
No, my plan was always to meet the standards because that was my decision to be like, you know what, I can deal with that. I can live up to those standards. So here I am.
Yeah, I don't. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. So, what's your point?
Monk just likes to talk, man.
First of all, don't play me.
I'm just saying. She was direct. She told you what she wanted, and you planned to do it. It sounds good to me.
But sometimes it's about your tone and your delivery.
Okay.
I think there's a little bit of a difference, though, when you're saying something to someone up front and there's not a ton to lose when you just meet somebody and you're telling them this is what I want, versus you're invested in someone and the fact that they could leave is and I'll be over the top, a terrifying thing. Mm-hmm. Then the directness means something, right?
Well, people communicate out of fear a lot. And the idea is that, one, you have to kind of face your fear in order to communicate effectively. You know, so that's really one of the things we talk about, being able to have those hard conversations and understand what's being said without your emotions getting in the way.
Can I ask Monk a question real quick?
Yeah, of course.
What you said? What did you say just a little bit ago?
hey, Monk. Before you answer the question, this time last week, your eyes were really like droopy, and John
is in the same opposite seat
in your place.
No, I want to ask him a question, but I need him to repeat what he said before, just a few minutes ago. You said it was about tone and delivery, right?
Yes.
Okay, so your tone kind of sounds like you're crying, and maybe you need to tell her about her tone and delivery and not on the radio.
Dang.
Shots.
That sounds like somebody got
He looking at the camera taking a drink.
Right. So first of all, she's right here. So we're having this conversation. So don't play me again. So everybody's trying to play me now. I see you with your little tight red shirt on, trying to play me. I don't appreciate that, yo.
Hey, just hold that thought for a second, Mom. We're gonna be right back. We about to take a break.
Man.
Oh. I thought Shane was bad. Bam.
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879. 15% off with business card. The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879. 15% off with business card.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879. 15% off with business card.
Right, that's not what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream as white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has, from the first time I saw her, I can't remember what state she's in. I think she's in like North Carolina or something like that, somewhere I'm not going. That some kind of sensibility about her that makes me like her for president. But she's not running. We have this old guy that looks like he should be on the popcorn box. Then we have Martin O'Malley. Fine. We'll settle if we must. Hillary, who I like, but she just has to fight against all this controversy, and that's the hard part of it all. Then we have Huckabee. I could have swore he died, like in one of those books, like a fairy tale book. Trump, we're going to get to you in a moment, meet with all these black folk in one room, and they just fell for it. Like, he must have been giving out $100 bills behind them.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Air now, so we can. The jokes need to stop. You are listening to Shots and Shenanigans on BeExposedRadio.com.
Throwing shots
Call
out
in
here.
live 410-702-5657. We're talking about a bunch of things, but first of all, I gotta shout out Clinton real quick because you just cut. What did you cut that with? You gave me some rum with some ginger ale, and I don't usually cut it. I usually just drink everything straight.
When you have the right rum, I mean, they don't make anything taste good, so you just need the right rum, that's all. So, I'm experiencing something for the first time.
We have a caller. It's probably Monk. He's coming for John. Monk, come on in.
Round three.
I'm over here saying it's Monk. It might not even be Monk. Caller, please talk to us.
Hello, good evening. How are you guys?
Good evening. It's not Monk. How are you? It could be.
Oh, I'm awesome. Thank you.
And your name?
Veronica.
Veronica, how are you?
Oh, I'm awesome.
So, comment, question?
I actually have a question.
Hey, what's up, Nate?
Hi, Abdul. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. I have a question for LaShawn. I mean, any of you guys can answer, but I guess just for a mother. I am a new mother, and I am ready to go out after having my baby, and me and my girlfriends, we really like to turn up. So I'm trying to see how soon I would be able to drink and smoke with me breastfeeding my baby.
Drink and smoke while you're breastfeeding? LaShawn, you in healthcare?
I can answer that question.
LaShawn's the official healthcare person.
I would say do not drink or smoke while breastfeeding your baby. But you can go out.
I mean, I can't.
Isn't
I
there
can't
like a
take.
time frame where it's out?
Right,
the
isn't
system?
there like a
I've seen
time frame?
Mothers who breastfed
For alcohol,
and they,
yes. I forget the
did that.
exact amount, but for alcohol, yes. But you need to do research on that.
Yeah. Pretty much. As long as you're breastfeeding, you are not supposed to be drinking and smoking at all. There's no.
It passes
wait 2
into
days
your
and.
breastfeeding.
I've got a question to ask Veronica.
Yes.
Are you able to be the party that you want to be without drinking or smoking?
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Well,
There.
is that direct for you?
No, only
Is that
because
direct?
She's very self-aware.
Hold on.
I've already gone 9 months, and of course I want to continue to breastfeed, but I'm like exhausted. I'm ready to turn up with my girls.
You've been breastfeed for 9 months?
No,
No. I'm saying I've already been like no drinking or smoking for 9 months while I was carrying my baby.
You know what? The baby comes first.
Or does it?
Baby comes first.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. My baby daddy would kill
Baby
me.
comes first.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you went 9 months. You can hold on for a little bit
another
longer.
year and a half.
What's the estimated time before? I mean, how long do you plan on breastfeeding?
9 months.
I don't know. I have to talk
Depends
to
on this
LaShawn.
answer about the alcohol and smoking.
I
I
mean,
mean, isn't that the baby's decision?
Breastfeeding while the baby's walking. So I mean, the toddler is walking.
Oh no.
So you can
Oh
breastfeed.
yeah, I don't think I'm going that long. I think 3 months, and then I think after that
3 months?
I'm going to.
You can hold out for 3 more months.
I think you might want to consult your physician.
Jonathan,
Shots and Shenanigans might not be the best place to ask.
No, we got there's a healthcare provider here. We have a liquor person here. We have some sensible individuals here.
You could
And
probably
you got some people that smoke here too.
You could probably balance it out. You smoke.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How are girls
and that
able to
cancels the
balance
smoking drinking out, right?
Yeah, both y'all.
This is look.
No harm, no foul.
What if the baby
that's that
smokes
new
and
math.
she drinks?
I think
she's
that
she's got to smoke and the baby's got to drink. And then
That's
you
that
balance
new
it out.
math.
It's all about
What's
balance.
that math?
Balance your
Well,
smokers.
how?
Well,
tell me
does it
how-
matter?
how
It doesn't.
are
It depend.
Hold on. She's asking a question. Hold on. Say it again, Veronica.
How are women able to drink while they're breastfeeding? I've heard
are
people
they?
say it
They're being
numerous times.
irresponsible.
Right, basically.
Flat out.
Oh.
When did this?
How are some women able to smoke crack while they're pregnant? They're being irresponsible. Come on now.
Okay, all right, I get it.
So,
Okay,
in all seriousness, so I've seen
I like this
mothers who will pump, like they'll just,
Yeah,
and then they'll go. They have like a supply for like a couple of days, and then they go drink.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
don't
still
know
in your
about
system.
that. I don't know about that.
I don't
would
know,
not.
or they're definitely because John is like they're going to hell. So
You know what?
I've heard about the pumping, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, my son's
Talk to your
mother
doctor.
pumped.
I would say don't do it.
I've dated
doctor.
enough baby mothers to know that you don't drink and smoke while you're
why? What happened to the baby?
And that is the official answer.
He'll be sagging his pants.
They're throwing up West Side.
All right, thanks for calling, Veronica.
All right, I wait. I have to shout out my son.
Go shout out your son.
All right, I want to shout out my son, Legend Jediah Parker.
Pray for him, man.
That's it.
Pray for that.
When you pull up to your car with one of them,
Thank you, Veronica. Thanks for
All
calling.
right, you guys have a great night.
You
Thank
too.
You too. Oh, that's funny.
That was funny.
So, and when she said smoking, right, she was talking cigarettes. I
mean, does it matter? Does it matter?
Mary and Jane.
Does it matter?
She could have been doing that hookah smoke, right?
Does it matter?
Now you can actually if you smoke and drink while you're breastfeeding, you can actually cause
permanent brain damage. Yeah,
because the brain is still developing. So.
My thing is always like when you have a child. That's the minute that you have to put aside
gotta
yourself.
stop that, yeah.
Put yourself aside to the side and focus on making sure that whatever you need to do for the child is, especially in those early stage, infant all the way to toddler.
I mean,
like do what you can do.
My first, when my first son was born, I stopped.
Your first son?
How many?
Wow, like how many? Wait a second, expose or be exposed.
Look. You know what I mean. My firstborn son, I stopped music for 2 years because it was important to be in his life.
You stopped using
music.
Oh, I'm like
music for 2
did
years.
I miss something? Was that one where he was using?
Yeah, when I met you, man. Nah, but because just for that same thing, like it's so important to show up in that realm. So I get.
We got another caller.
Uh-oh.
Call in.
Yeah, I have a comment.
Hello, caller.
Yeah,
Who we speaking to?
Yeah, who we speaking to?
this is Keisha again. I have to say something about this topic about breastfeeding and drinking and smoking.
Come on, educate us.
Yeah, so listen, because I am an educator and I work in Baltimore City Public Schools, please, mothers, do not smoke, drink, or do anything because they spend most of their time with us, and guess what? They become learning disabled. And then you want educators to do wonderful things with them, and guess what? I try to do wonderful things with them, mentally, physically, emotionally, academically, everything. But guess what? When you feed that poison in their body, it affects their brain forever.
Maybe you should have a shot and a cigarette for them, and they'd be more attentive.
Yeah, I was going to say the first aid kits have a pack of Newports and a shorty of Henny.
So wait a minute. All those women that you're dating that pump before they go smoke and drink, make sure you let them know what Keisha said.
Keisha, we appreciate you as a teacher. We appreciate you as a teacher. I'm in schools also, and I definitely engage students that make me say, man, what happened? And I can't even blame the children. I have to blame a parent. So I feel you on that.
Parent, yes. Parents first. Parents are the kids' first teachers. Starts in the womb. But you guys have a good night.
You too, Keisha.
Turn up starts in the womb.
Oh, man. So, breastfeeding, man.
I told my girl Leslie, call in.
So that's a good segue into, like, you want to talk about the Hip Hop Hall of Fame or the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing?
That was a segue?
Yeah. I don't know if you can go with
I don't think
exactly.
I don't think you
the
understand what that
mumble
word
rap
means.
Yeah.
What? The
Segue.
Really? It's not the thing you ride on?
You might have fell off of it.
Well, you know, my mom was smoking and drinking when she breastfeeding, so that might now explain some things. I thought I was just, a challenge, but now I see.
So, the conversation I think after last Tuesday was Tupac was going to be
inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Inducted to the Hall of Fame. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And a lot of things popped up out of that conversation. You made the face. Tell why did you make that face, LaShawn?
Because I didn't know that hip hop was a category in rock and roll. But
Well, it's not a hip hop category there. He's being inducted as a performer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's legitimate say as a performer?
A performer, yeah.
Really? Because
Okay.
I feel like if Aerosmith was being honored in the hip hop honors, all hell would break loose in the black community. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like rock and roll should be rock and roll, hip hop should be hip hop. I mean, it's all music at the end of the day, but
the music, hip hop, I don't know, came out of rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean they
no. Hip hop came out of hip hop was the alternative to disco.
Was the alternative to disco?
Yes.
Okay.
Although a lot of the early scratchers use rock
albums
to scratch.
So that might be the reason why they've kind of incorporated some of those.
They've
always inducted people from hip hop industry. Yeah.
My problem is that Tupac gets in before a whole lot of other people.
Yeah, people say LL Cool J should have got in.
LL Cool J should have got in before him.
Yeah.
No?
No, I don't think so. Not Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Why?
Yeah.
Because
Rick Rubin, work with Rick Rubin. I mean,
no, but I think the reason they look
all
at
of early Def Jam should be in
right, but they don't look at because you had good hip hop albums. They're looking at you as a sort of cultural icon.
The impact you had.
And LL was not a cultural icon.
Bruh. My lips stay moist.
Yo, you saying that to me too slow. Like you look right at me, like.
When I'm alone.
So the question is LL a cultural icon or not?
Yes.
Within hip hop, but not
Within
in the
hip-hop,
wider
not
world.
not
No.
cross genres.
Yeah, nah.
What are you talking about?
Tupac's image was bigger than life.
Quintessential.
Okay.
Tupac's image is inflated.
Oh, whatever, but it was bigger than life.
Shots fired.
You know what?
I agree with
I
that.
agree with you on that one.
I agree.
Shots fired.
I agree with
you.
that.
I agree.
Whatever it
I
may
mean, this
be.
is a man. It's inflated. I mean, this is a man who's done purely hip hop. He doesn't have one song that's not hip hop, but yet the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
Because
is
I think
inducting him, and we
But
talk
not 'cause
about
of his
he's
rapping.
inflated?
But the Temptations,
I think- but this-
but
but
the
my
Temptations
point
are.
is-
But his
Temptations
controversy
on there.
gave him a lot of attention,
Exactly.
a lot of arrests, a lot of.
So that's it.
I think they look at rock and roll as beyond the genre of music.
Beyond
they look
the
at it
music.
as the culture of rock and roll and what it
The
represents.
rebellious
And
spirit.
rebellious
Yeah.
spirit, all that.
Who are we to say that that's not the case?
What do you mean that's not the case?
Who are we to say that it's not beyond that they're looking at it as the?
No, I think they are.
That's what
I
he
think-
said
I
in the
think
video.
so.
Yeah.
So that's why I
So
think
that means
Tupac
that
is
he can fit into that category.
he fits under that, and LL doesn't.
LL didn't smack enough women to get into the hip hop.
He did.
Right.
He ain't shoot
Shot
a
him.
cops.
He was too busy. He was too busy
Licking his
trying
lips
to
and letting
save him
John-
from being kidnapped.
He was rolling up
'Cause
one
he
leg.
was bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we thought that
Too
was
busy
interesting.
being alone
So
in
does
this
that mean
room.
that 2 Live Crew gets in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
NWA already got in last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, so you see a pattern.
Was the Public Enemy inducted?
Uh,
They should have been the first ones.
They
in.
should have been.
They should have been the first ones. In.
But you kind of start seeing a pattern now.
They got
who
on the
today-
nominee list. They
who
got
today
Biggie
should get
Smalls.
inducted. If 20
Like
years from now,
Kendrick
who
Lamar.
today? Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
well,
Yes,
you're going too far.
definitely.
You're going too far because we still haven't because they're still
Wu-Tang.
going through certain decades. 'Cause
No,
we
but
did
he was
Run
saying who
DMC.
today.
Yeah.
You have to.
Today.
It
Yeah.
has to be 25 years
We
past
ju-
your first
We
album.
just skip. You just skip like a whole.
I know. I skipped a bunch.
No, he was talking about
No.
today's artist.
Today's artists. I was
Yeah.
just talking
Today's
about
artists?
Today's artists. Who do you think
Today's-
today's
yeah.
artists will be the ones that will get
Kendrick.
Yeah, that's what I
Uzi.
said. Kendrick.
Lil Uzi.
No.
Little Uzi.
See, you say so.
Yakami.
One of the things I had to accept
Young
was,
Thug.
as much as I do not like Drake, I cannot take away from the fact that
He's an
is a great
accomplished. Yeah,
artist.
yeah.
He is. He's
He's
great.
a culture vulture.
I don't like him.
But is he? Does he?
You don't
Has
like him,
he
but he's great.
courted enough to be a culture, like a cross cultural icon?
Yes.
He's big. He's big.
No, it's more than just
No,
being.
but what he's done has been very smart. Drake himself is not necessarily big. What he's done is partnered with, he's a cultural vulture. Basically, anything that's trending, Drake is going to have a song in that genre coming out. If
But
it's down
I still
south,
think
if
like
it's
the
Afro
Tupac
beats or
thing
Caribbeans.
it's bigger than just his song.
Exactly,
right? It's
which is
bigger than
why
his person.
I say Kendrick versus a Drake. Drake is commercial, and not saying Kendrick's underground, but I'm saying Kendrick's music speaks larger than just the music. It's actually dealing with social issues.
Well, he's
got to
have a bigger catalog probably before we get into that. So you're,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
assuming he's
yeah.
going to have
Just
a bigger
based on what
catalog.
we have
two
to
albums?
You don't think he's going to go the way of some? Because I always feel like the Kendricks of the world get so artsy that they have this big flame and then they die out.
I mean, he's,
Fiasco.
yeah, the Lupe,
Yeah,
the Lupe
I mean, like
effect,
they get so disenfranchised with just what's going on that they don't.
the Mos Def effect.
Right, the most deaf. That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking about. Most deaf, right? It's like hot for a second, and then
Well, I
he
mean,
just started
Right.
going.
well,
other
Kendrick's
places.
got two great platinum albums, so
But one thing we could say about Drake is he does have that chameleon effect. I mean, he's going to always be able to be, or at least what he's shown us so far, is that he can adapt to whatever's going on and make it sound good.
Hold up. If he pays his ghostwriter enough,
exactly.
Hey, do
he
it
has
how you do
camps writing songs for him.
But I don't know if at this stage, right? I mean, if you look at the trajectory, I would definitely agree that Kendrick has made a bigger. Because you know what? Put it this way. I still have people who talk about Kendrick's performance at the Grammys,
Yeah.
right, as a wow. I don't know if Drake has that, right? He doesn't have those seminal moments
So
that
why
go
do
like.
we like him? Is can you get an Oscar or whatever for delivery? Can you
does
get
have-
recognized for delivery?
he does have a moment.
Yeah.
When Nicki Minaj gave him a lap dance.
Yep. That was his moment.
That's his moment.
And when he couldn't dance his way out of the work video. So he has his
I mean,
moments.
he's got something. Clearly, he's got
Now
something.
he's a great commercial
I
artist.
think there's a difference between for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think there's a difference between being a great artist
and a cultural
and
icon.
being a cultural icon.
I would agree.
Like I think there's like I would say even I think they're probably because they had Biggie on the list coming up next, right? Now I necessarily wouldn't agree with that, but considering again the inflation of who he is as a person,
Post-mortem.
right? I think like okay, I can see that. All right, thank you for touching my leg after he just talked about licking his
Well,
lips.
you
I feel
are
really trapped in this corner.
But
right
you-
now.
but-
Like,
but
we're
you-
doing
but
it
you-
well.
but you-
And with that, you're supposed to say it twice, man. Like, and with that, I think we will take a little break. I need a break from these two. We'll be back. Shots and Shenanigans. Please call in and save me. Pressure painting.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician. This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really? He had no idea just how many. I can't believe it. This one looks good. Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner? See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Greetings. We are back. This is Shots and Shenanigans with your host, True Indeed, and Femi the Dry Fish, with our awesome guests in the house. I guess we're not gonna do any more call-ins at this time. So if you want to let us know how you feel,
Hit the Facebook.
text LaShawn or text Femi. how we gonna close this out? I mean, it's our last segment. We're talking about Tupac, talking about LL Cool J, talking about licking lips, talking about.
Speaking of that, why don't we just go around the room and let people just say what's going on with them between now and the next time we see them. So John, what's up with the new job?
At the UB Blake Center, I'm holding a seminar on how not to drink and smoke while you're breastfeeding.
Is there going to be demonstrations and samples?
We'll have seminars
and samples.
We'll have models.
We did schedule Whitney Houston, but unfortunately,
I think she did smoke in.
And we'll have Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan,
all the great mothers of the world,
DMX.
Is that an official list?
Yeah. I mean, we got plenty more guests.
Sponsors.
I can run down the list. We're being sponsored by Durex. I don't know the company that sells the little roses at the gas station in the glass tubes, they're sending cases of those little glass tubes. So, come check us out.
Hey, that sounds dope. At the UB Blake Center.
At the UB Blake Center.
Cultural jazz.
Yeah.
All right, what about yourself, LaShawn? Yoga expert.
I'm going to continue to do some yoga. I am going to continue to be a healthcare advocate, monitoring the presidential election. That's huge on my plate. Can I give some shout outs?
Yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to all my peoples. I know y'all listening. My sister Veronica, my daughter Khalees, Leslie, Keisha, Rob, and all the other people that haven't texted me yet. Artia, all my friends out there listening. So I'll give a shout out to y'all.
All right, cool. So you're going to stay employed, basically.
Basically.
That's good.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's good.
Do my job.
At Rock.
Real quickly, like I said, you can check out the Box Theory Sessions. Actually, we have a Facebook page, so check us out on Facebook / the Box Theory Sessions, and also we have a Facebook group / Facebook / group / the Box Theory Sessions.
Any more rock mics?
Yeah, we're still working, still in the studio. Got some music for 2017.
It's been a while, How many years has it been now?
Hey, I went through a traumatic experience.
The late life crisis.
Exactly.
He fell in love.
That's a traumatic experience.
Yeah, you can follow me on social media, Rum Runners International, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, Rum Runners INTL. Check us out. Be taking pictures of the St. Martin Beer and Rum Festival next week. There is a rum festival coming up in February in Bahamas at the end of February. So I'll be posting some information about that if anybody's interested.
Sounds like an occupied.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 11 to 11, straight rum, music, etc.
Straight rum, homie.
Yeah. That's about it. If you got any questions or about cocktails or even events that you want us to come through and help serve at, just hit me up online.
I think that could be an occupied trip.
Straight rum?
No, Bahamas, rum all day.
Yeah, that definitely.
Let me plug this real quick. This Saturday, October the 29th, at Warehouse 518 in Baltimore, which is 518 North Charles Street. My homegirl Michelle Schellers and Michelle Weeks, who are house music like superstars. They're doing a show here in Baltimore. They're like a super group called Steam Dolls. The show is going to be from 8 till whenever they get finished. Live music, live band, live people, because there are zombies in this world. But it's also going to be a Scorpio birthday bash, as well as a steampunk themed show, which means people are going to have to come dressed in a steampunk theme thing.
Halloween / what?
I mean, I would call it Halloween because Halloween is Monday.
So you're talking Scorpios, freaks, and steampunk metal.
It's going to be a lot of metal and naked skin. So definitely come through. And if you want, just Google Steam Dolls Takeover, and you can pretty much find information where to buy tickets. What you got going on, Shane?
Still unpacking.
And,
cat get on my nerves. So still getting acclimated to that. I'm still trying to unpack and get things situated. I'm definitely going to check out
What's your cat's name?
Onyx.
Onyx.
Yeah, he's
My daughter had a cat named Onyx.
Let me guess, it's a black cat.
Okay.
How original.
I wasn't trying to be original.
I knew a dude who named his dog
named Spike.
Yeah, I knew a dude who named his dog Blackie, and his dog was black.
I mean,
My homeboy got a black lab.
Let me
named
plug
Black.
one more thing. My band is playing tomorrow in DC at Wednesday Versus at the Old Engine 12 Firehouse. That's 1626 North Capitol Street, Northwest Washington, D.C. It's a $7 cover. It's an open mic, and my band will be the featured act for the evening. So definitely, if you were in Washington, D.C., come check me out. Make a
What's
lot
the
of
name of your
noise and
band?
yell. So what?
What's the name of your band?
The Out of Water Experience. All right. Saturday, November 12th.
What exactly are you doing?
Oh, is there going to be an open house? Is that clear to me? Oh, okay, my bad. Be Exposed Radio open house Saturday, November 12th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. What's the address here? Let me,
110.
That's not 110.
At the studio?
Said to what? Say it again. 110 East Lexington Street. My bad. I gotta look at everything. So definitely come through, hang out with all the hosts in the building. We're gonna have a good time. I was here the last time they did it, and I definitely enjoyed myself. And those who came through definitely had a good time.
I got a question.
Yes.
How can I get my name on that wall? I need a marker.
We have to do that afterwards.
You gotta not breastfeed while you're drinking.
But you can drink while you breastfeed.
Oh look, Safi.
Safiato. Damn, it's been, I feel it's been a good show. I'd like to thank my guests for being here. LaShawn,
Thank you.
Clinton.
You're very welcome.
Two of you aren't really guests. You just guys who came through and just
rolled in.
Thanks
occupied
for
Barstool.
having me. Both of you from both.
He was there for the shots. I was there for shenanigans.
There you go.
Definitely the rum was in the building. LaShawn was in the building. Ab Rock, Pretty Ass was in the building. And the heavy eyes of Jonathan.
The return
was
of
in the
J5.
building.
Hey, every
The
Tuesday,
return of
9 to
J5.
11 on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check us out next week.
Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Peace.
The Fashion Umbrella Foundation is proud to announce the Educational Honors. The Foundation